Hey folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Monday, August 24th, 2009. Well, folks, we're seeing a little bit of an update on Wall Street, although we are seeing some selling right now coming into the markets. This is somewhat unusual, so it's very, very key that we watch this selling, because generally what we've been seeing lately is the markets trade up early, which is what happened today, and then just go sideways for the rest of the day. Now, in general, that's the norm. Today, we're seeing something different. What we're seeing today, folks, is a selling pattern taking place here. And what you can see here is the market right off this key support line on my charts. Notice this support line with this yellow line, the 20 moving average, and the blue line, which is sloping up from down here. All that was really support when we first hit it in this candle. What you got off of that was a little bit of a bearish pattern, and the markets are selling off of that pretty dramatically right now. So the spiders are only up 26 cents. We were up as much as $1 on the day, basically, and now only up 26 cents. Now let's take a quick look at the markets. Overall, the Dow, let's just touch on that first, up about 30 points. That was up as much as 80 points on the day or so. NASDAQ is only up 2 points. The S&P 500 just about 3 points higher. So we are seeing a pretty dramatic sell-off. And what's really going on now that I'm seeing, folks, is the financials. Now let's take a look at the financials. Look at Goldman Sachs. Look at that hard sell. You're going to come into a bouncing opportunity on Goldman actually very, very soon. But take a look at this right here, folks. Right there. That's going to be support at the 50 moving average. If you want, you can play that as a scalp. There's no doubt about it. You'll get a little bit of a scalping opportunity out of it. Now, on the other side, what we're seeing here, folks, is the FAZ. FAZ was down as much as $1 earlier and is now just down 5 cents on the day. So a beautiful recovery on the FAZ. And what I told my premium guys on Friday, folks, in the premium analysis video to the research center guys, and there's the FAZ chart, I said to them, the FAZ is getting very, very attractive, and should it go lower on Monday, I will be a buyer. And sure enough, I was a buyer today underneath $23. It's now back to almost $23.75. So in the money beautifully on that. A lot of them, I'm sure, picked up positions. We'll find out through emails and so forth. But very, very many of our traders in our chat room also did that with me beautifully. Now riding high on a gain, a very, very sizable gain in the FAZ, which is 3 times short the financials. Now it's just understanding the technicals, guys. Goldman Sachs just hit the 50 moving average. You should see a bounce. But look at the FAZ take off to the upside. And this selling is predominantly based off of the financials. You can see ExxonMobil today still holding very strong. Look at that move on Exxon. Now, Exxon's more in the commodity sector, and you can see the dollar is basically neutral today. Commodities are basically neutral, but Exxon is holding this market up. If Exxon was flat to lower today or sold off here this afternoon, you would probably see a pretty dramatic sell-off. But right now, the volume is still relatively light in this market. Let's go back to the SPY. Take a look at that dump on the SPY, folks. That is a nice little dump there on this market. The spiders are only up 10 cents now, 13 cents, and this is turning out to be a beautiful little sell-off. Again, what you're seeing here, folks, is the market just coming right through, and now you're looking at gap fill. We're really right into gap fill, which will be support on this market. Goldman Sachs, as I mentioned, just hit the 50 moving average. Look at this right here at the 50. I just called that out as a possible scalping play, which is a very, very key level to watch as well. JP Morgan, check this out. Look at that dump on JP Morgan, now negative on the day. Bank of America, which was unbelievably strong early, has reversed and is barely positive on the day. So a beautiful reversal today on these financial stocks. Now let's take a quick look at oil, then we're going to go over the levels in the charts. Oil, you can see, is pretty much neutral on the day. The USO is up 31 cents, so that means oil spot crude up about 70 cents on the day. And GLD is down about 70 cents on the day as well. There's the GLD chart of the gold, and that's what we're seeing for now. Bottom line, guys, let's go over some keys now. Going back to the SPY intraday 10-minute, again, giving you guys a little outline of what we're seeing here. And again, just mentioned, have that FAZ, going to ride that FAZ for a little while. We'll see if I want to take profits by the end of the day or not. The premium guys in the research center, which again, you can all join, will have that info by the end of today as well, depending on what I'm going to do there with the FAZ. Now, a couple other things. Look at the spiders starting to get a bounce, all right? You closed below the 50 moving average, but you didn't confirm that move. Remember, those of you that are aware of our methodology, you have to confirm a move to signify a breakdown. If you reverse to the upside, you will not have confirmed that move, and it yields that there's no resistance now at that 103-ish level, 103.10, which was the previous high from yesterday. Look at how this market came down into this level, which was exactly the highs from yesterday, and is now starting to get a bounce. If you start to see more selling and we close below, that will confirm it, and that will mean 103 to 103.15 will be a major resistance level if we were to bounce later today. So we'll have to watch and see how this plays out. But as I mentioned, Goldman right at support, so that's going to yield a good little level. Okay, so continue to watch that, folks. Good little selling going on in the market. A little bit of surprise action because generally, as I mentioned, look at the last few days in this market. All right, you go back to Thursday, sideways trading all day because there's no volume. Friday, sideways trading because there's no volume, both after up moves. Today, very, very light volume, but look at the selling, getting a little bit of a tick up in volume here. But for the most part, the same type of pattern up, but then the difference is we're selling now. So you have to watch, is this a change in character coming in? And we'll have to see if that depends on. Again, a lot will depend on whether or not we confirm this move. You're seeing a little bit of a bounce. I just mentioned the bounce on Goldman. You're getting a minor bounce there on Goldman Sachs. We'll see if that holds up. If that starts to cascade down, this market should continue to follow Goldman Sachs to the downside. All right, your levels to watch this afternoon. Again, number one is, do we confirm this move down or do we not confirm it? If we don't confirm it, then 103 to 103.15 does not put in as major resistance, and the market can easily go back above it. If we confirm it, then you have a chance of moving down, which is gap fill right here, all right, which is right here at the low. That will be gap fill, and that's right where we went to, that 103 level. If you get through that, then what you're looking for is a move possibly as low as this line at 102.50, then 102, then 101.65. Those are your levels on the downside to watch. Very, very important, because what we're seeing here could be a major event starting on this Monday. On the upside, if we don't confirm this and start to move back above 103.15 or so, this green trend line, then you have a chance of moving back up. You'll have a little bit of minor level right here at 103.40. Then 103.50 will be the major level. So 103.40 to 103.50, very, very major. I called out 103 today as a major support line. And what you can see here, as we traded up and then down, you hit it once, and then that bear flag formed, and then you rolled over hard, and that's where we're seeing right now. Watch to see if we see continued downside, looking like about up $1 on the FAZ now, just from this morning's entry, as the FAZ is going positive here, and Goldman's starting to sell a little bit more, as are the spiders. Notice as Goldman sells, I'm watching Goldman on one of my other charts on my screens here, you can start to see the market starting to sell. Again, too early to know if there's confirmation here or not. We'd have to, again, close below the low of the previous candle to get confirmation. Watch that very, very closely, folks. This is a big deal, considering what day it is. It's Monday, late August, very, very light. All these combine to mean possibly a major move coming in the market, but we'll have to update you guys in tonight's video based on the total day of action. Come join the Research Center. Again, Pro Trader Watch List, hot charts and alerts, technical tactic, daily market reports, nightly videos of 30 to 40 minutes in length. All this included and more, folks, in that Research Center, all for $49.99 a month. The cheapest, best thing out there, in our opinions, bar none. Also, the chat room, always pleasure to have all of you guys come and join the chat room as we give play-by-play of the videos, call out play-by-play of the markets, call out everything we talk about as we see it. You guys see our live charts. It's fantastic. We'll hope to see you soon. And on that note, take care.